Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Valtopia. Hey, honey, this is Val Cripps, and you are watching today's episode of Valtopia TV. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited. We're having another day of Name It and Claim It. Name It and Claim It from Overflow is my next container. I'm super stoked about it. You know, whenever you bring through a new level of yourself, a new program, it brings through this like new energy and new levels of people come into your experience, and it feels good. This feels so good, honey. I'm embodying like so much deeper levels of myself, and I know that you watching this are gonna be like, ooh, I wanna be magnetic and juicy and vibrant, and I wanna come into that energy, and I'm inviting you in today. We're gonna talk about naming and claiming it from Overflow, and today's topic is so kick-ass, just like the last few days. Today we're talking about signs of the up level. Let me see how I worded it. Signs of the up level when the Shiftstorm spins you for a loop. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Tell me how you're doing. Hey, Joanne. So I'm going to share this around, of course, and then let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. So, one moment while you guys are joining, feel free to share. Feel free to share, of course. There I am. All right, let me share this into my free group, Valtopia. You should join us if you haven't already. We are popping in there. I'll make sure that's the right, oh, that's not the right one. All right, let me take that away. Oh my goodness, this is taking me a second. Okay. Who's here? Say hello. And we are talking about naming it and claiming it from Overflow. Let me post that in there. And let me share it in my timeline, and then we get started. So you know what it is. Well, let me just do this share so I don't start talking while I'm not focused, because that is not good, honey. I want to focus. I want to bring it through to you, because this one trips up a lot of people. Even, and especially, I'm talking to those of you that are along in your journey and have begun to master your energy and know what's up. And this is what we're talking about. So let me just grab this. Yay! Here we go. All right, here we go. Technology, it's amazing. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Amber, how are you? You know what, honey? I'm glowing. I'm super stoked. I'm feeling lit up from within. I'm feeling peaceful. I'm feeling blissful. I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling revitalized. I'm feeling delighted and magnetic as fuck, honey. How are you? So listen, I want to talk to you guys today about signs of the up level. So we've talked about this before, and I'm starting to have this sort of graphic with my hands that I talk about in terms of expansion, from where you're in the very beginning of your experience to really feeling embodied and abundant, and like your vision is here and you're doing so good, Amber, that's awesome. And you're just like feeling so fully actuated and authentic within yourself, and synergies and synchronicities are popping, and you're aligned and in the flow of your divine experience, and you can see it and feel it and know it from everything that you do, right? And so we're talking today about those of us who are cosmic entrepreneur, baller entrepreneurs, and we've already made it through the first layers of releasing scarcity and fear from our lives, and we've begun a certain deep level of self-mastery, and we even have a community that we serve, huge community we serve, and we are in it. And this will trip you up if you have begun to have your successes, but you haven't fully experienced like a lot of yourself more closely aligned to what you desire. And so what we're talking about today is the Shiftstorm. And the Shiftstorm is what happens when you begin to ask for more, and you really desire more, and you get tripped up when it actually, by deciding, you're shifting the energies and things start to happen for you. And if you don't know this, you might think that it's happening against you. So what does this look like, right? This is like, you're just beginning to come up, things are starting to happen, it's exciting, you feel the shift, and then some shit happens, the Shiftstorm, and you begin to return to some of your previous programming and ideas and thoughts and perceptions and belief and energy where you're maybe even still aligned because you haven't done the work yet to clear that attachment and that connection. You may not even really know that you're being triggered by some of these things. And so you begin to, wonder if you're never going to leave this place and you're not allowed to be in this place. You begin to have the imposter and the fraud stuff. You begin to doubt yourself. You begin to maybe even sabotage. So this looks like losing your shit and allowing downward spirals when bad shit goes down just after you've begun to up level. This looks like talking shit and expecting shit just as you're coming up to new levels. Like, I always blah, 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 and insert the sad and tragic fucked up story and the blah, blah, blah for yourself. Doubting yourself and playing into old victim and martyr vibes and stories just as you're really actually beginning to evolve past them, right? Because they're still so resonant and familiar in your energy field and your awareness that even though you've done a lot of work to move yourself up out of that, you haven't quite yet solidly embodied this next level of you, and you're still identifying, speaking, energized in those old patterns and bringing them forward with you. And not letting yourself expand beyond what you know because you feel afraid to do something you don't know. How many people go through that one? I don't know what's there. I don't know what's there. I've only ever known this shitty story, and now that I'm finally feeling good, like it scares the fuck out of me. I don't get it, and I'm just waiting for bad shit to happen, and that's been a theme in all of the videos. It's like that looking over your shoulder, even though you're doing better now and you're actually earning and things are coming up. You're almost like manifesting what you don't want because it's so familiar to you. And when the shift storm happens, instead of letting the shift storm clear things and adjust things for you, you're identifying with it as telling you that you're still always going to be in this place that you know. Okay? That's what it looks like. So what's the cost of choosing this behavior? Okay? And this way of being, of identifying too much with your old story and not allowing yourself to embody your new story that you're so desire, right? This is what I wrote. You will keep recreating timelines of the shit you don't want if you focus on it. Should I say that again? You will keep recreating timelines of the shit you don't want if you keep your focus on it. Okay? So you will repel, reject, and relinquish the up level you so desire. Right? Joanne says, yeah, I can take that. I'm stepping up, she says. So these will sneak up on you because it's a bad habit and a cultural conditioning to think about warnings and what isn't working and how we don't know what we're doing, so let's play it safe. And even if you've been stepping up and out and beyond that, there's going to be parts of your brain and body and energy and being and emotions that are still allied, right, with oaths, vows, contracts that you don't even know are there, to the old way of being and the old commitments you've made of personality, persona, cultural programming, all of it. So what's the solution to this? What do we do about this? Well, you need to be faithful, focused, and willing. Willing is one of the most deepest traits you can offer yourself, to shift into the person that does allow change, that does allow yourself to evolve and change. When you feel the fear, the discomfort, that the inevitable shift storm that happens when you up level, take it for what it is. Change. You've asked for change, right? You've asked for things to get better. You've asked to up level and you've been doing the work, and here it comes. And now that it's happening, you're gonna think it's a sign of something bad, and that means you don't get the change that you're asking for because you don't get an instant result of this final vision that you've called in. Are you gonna do that to yourself? No. Let change become fluid and rebirth with allowing and love. Rebirth with allowing and love. Let yourself grow and assume that only everything is happening for you, right? Everything is happening for you. That's a hard concept to take on, especially at the beginning when you really have gone through so many changes and you're kind of like, I need a break, I'm tired. And so that's when we start to come into, yeah, I know you're tired. You really put in the work to get past that level. Now we're coming into easier states of flow. And that comes from your mind and your desire to let it be easier and to believe that it's easier. That's where the faith comes in, right? And that's where the willingness comes in. The ego mind will try and convince you otherwise. And if you don't release the energy and most especially the anticipation, right, of fear in your body and being, that energy of something's gonna happen. I'm not allowed to have this. Watch out. You'll call it in again and again and bypass the up level, recreating a story you don't want to live anymore. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. So that is what today's topic is about. It's about the up level, recognizing it, how your patterns are. Everybody has different patterns. People have different patterns, from stalkers to cars getting broken to accidents to, you know what I mean? Your story is going to be yours. You get to identify what your pattern is and see that that's not a sign that that's how you're doomed to live your life experience, but more so something you get to shift and heal and regenerate. And what's your new story going to be? What do you desire of your life? What do you want your story to be about yourself and what it is? Because it can be anything you desire, and truthfully, your desires are what's guiding the truth of your experience and what's going to really pull you up into that next level entrepreneurship, those thousands of dollar months that you're calling in, those high level clients that you haven't quite come into yet because you're just beyond the first level of foundations, and you've got your techniques and strategies, but you're still embodying, like, having it aligned to your energy and your purpose and your passion and having an amazing time with it, right? Trusting that. You're going through big changes, Joanne. That's fantastic. I'm so thrilled for you. I've seen you showing up, right? So here's the thing. These patterns can be so invisible to ourselves because we have trouble seeing ourselves. And so that's why in my journey, I had so many layers of conditioning, programming, beliefs, attitudes, energies to release. And so I've had many different mentors. I've invested thousands of dollars to learn all the techniques, tricks, neuro-linguistic programming, hypnosis, energy guidance, mindset shifts, business techniques, online techniques. All these things have guided me to being able to speak my truth and connect with my soul clients and work from anywhere. I work from the park when I'm playing with my kids. I work from the beach if I'm watching my kids. I'm like able to create a lifestyle that suits my energy and allows me to be a cosmic channel. It sounds like so lofty, and it is, and it's beautiful and powerful. And the clients that I work with are so gifted and have so much cosmic medicine to bring. And this revitalization of your life force, of your self, of your understanding how expansion works for you and the patterns that you display in your life that usually trip you up, that you're now going to, surrender to and supersede and transcend and really, really embody the vision of yourself that's just going, hey girl, hey, I see you and I'm you and here I am, come on now. And we're just like coming up into it, right? We're just rising up into higher and higher levels of resonance with our highest self, the one that trusts and has faith and is confident and is certain and is clear and connected and ambitious and devoted and shows the fuck up and does the work. And that's the kind of person that I'm working with now. Those of you who are ambitious and an entrepreneur who's ready to embody just like the most delicious levels of yourself that you haven't quite let yourself trust are for you. These might be past life energies or inner child energies that are unresolved and a lack of integration between all of your energy and letting it flow through. I'm getting such a buzzing in my ear right now. Something is coming through for someone, some energy, some frequency. And this is what we're doing in my 90-day container, name it and claim it from Overflow. Because when you state it and you decide there's an energetic, magnetic magic that happens in your whole frequency that actually calls in everybody that you desire to work with, the way that we learn to work together is about everything you're doing in your life. The dog is messing with us. It supports your vision and allows you to feel so dedicated and connected to your soul standards and your soul vision. And as you name it and claim it, you decide it, you own it, you create it. And we're talking about from overflow, not from somebody else's strategy, not from pushing, not from confusion, not from, leaving you alone to your journal and trying to figure it out. No, we're talking about daily interaction so you don't get stuck in the sabotage, so we overcome debilitating body fears that you didn't even know were tricking you up. PTSD, anybody, these kind of things where you have transcended and know how to handle your anxiety or do your depression, but you haven't fully resolved to a state of full inner peace about it, and it's fucking with your business and your numbers and your love game. I know it, and I'm here to allow you to open up to just like this solid sense of your own resonance where you're just like, you're the light. You're the light, and you're grounded and expansive, and your decisions are so different than when you started. Hi, Diane. When you first started with me at the beginning of the 90 days, you might know yourself quite well and think, well, hot damn, I'm the shit. And then after we clear some of this old energy, I think the dog is messing with me here. Oh my God, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, yeah, he's totally pushing on the pillows. That's hilarious. All right, well, I think that's my cue. Till then, stop it. That's hilarious. All right, so that's today's show. I want you to go back and watch the beginning, Diane. It was so good. And this is my container. It's 90 days. It's by application. I want you to send me a private message if this is you and if you're ready to roll into 2020 like the fucking cosmic rock star you are, and stop any weird energy in your body, mind, or being keeping you from expanding and getting rich as fuck, healthy as everything, loved exceptionally, and living and enjoying your life in a sense of freedom you've never known, from overflow, from the sense that you're so enthused and generous and filled up with your cosmic connection and self, that this is easy and amazing, and you want to tell everybody about what you do and who you are because you're in the glow up, right? All right, so as this resonates to you, honey, reach out, and it is 9K paid in full for the 90 days, or there's a pay plan available at $3,333 monthly, and that is a tiny investment for the level of transformation we're going to be providing this 90 days. And it's not just me, even though just me is fantastic. I have Team Valtopia to support you with yoga, nutrition. We have orgasmic manifestation and DNA activation regeneration. This is the reason we're offering all the support is to understand that there are no excuses, there are no reasons. The only thing that would stop you from transforming completely with alchemy and guided connection in this program would be you not coming and doing the work and not showing up for it. This is fucking amazing. And I want 3 of you. There's only 3 spots because we're going to have sort of like a little mastermind going between, not sort of, we're having a fucking mastermind. We're having a cosmic business party. What I envisioned today, I saw so much ruby and pink and like sparkles and this amazing ascended master energy, and I saw this experience of all of us lighting each other up daily, and that just radiating out with luminosity to our tribes, our communities, and spreading far beyond us. So if you're ready to have this level of connection and creation, I want you to private message me right now. And honey, own your frequency. There's nobody like you. See you on the next one.